Okay. So we had an issue before where we couldn't get this ghost to appear. Possibly because we didn't talk to the NPC in charge of the ghost. I certainly don't see anyone here. So I'm just gonna skip this. I'm gonna have to do this tomorrow. Hey, Stuckman, I saw that you finished 3 minutes after me. So you could have beaten me. Literally took a nap in the 2 intervals. Nice. When you thought I'd stream more for spring break, this wasn't what you had in mind. What did you have in mind? Wait, what am I doing? Goes to Xandra at the clock tower. So, like, I routed terribly, I think. I was happy to have go mode in 8 minutes. Now I'm confused. You're supposed to be here-ish.
The souls of disbelievers will sink into the cave.
Or are you down here? Am I dumb? Am I blind?
I hear rumors of the murder victims returning from the beyond. You know,
I'm not finding these
killed by the
ghosts, and
children
this
of
is
Etro.
frustrating me.
Apparitions go against the Order's beliefs. I suspect this is all nothing more than a wild rumor fanned by superstition.
Yeah, I found that book too. Swamp was my first dungeon.
Pray for the dead. Better get ready for the next fight.
I have a map of where these are. I'm just gonna... So... Maybe I have... I'm just gonna, like, reload to save, but I first want to check and see... Maybe I'm supposed to talk to these ghosts in order?
Could that shadow hunter be hiding?
There's also supposed to be a ghost here. And you can see there isn't. Oh, jeez. So it's an activation timing problem. Yeah, none of these 3 ghosts are showing up. So I might just have to re-talk to the residents tomorrow. I think that it's still, like, going on tomorrow. I mean, I will be in Luxurian at 17:15. So I can't do the ghost quest at all. And so I can't do the Arose by any other name quest. But I can finish Get the Girl and the Girl Who Cried Wolf. I activated the quest too late for them to appear this night? I'm following the instructions. I talked to the residents at each of the areas. None of the ghosts showed up. So we're just gonna skip this for now and worry about it tomorrow.
Pray for the dead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably some sort of issue that we can't figure out. It's okay. We're not gonna be too strict with this. So all we can really do is the Warren. I still will do these Chaos Infusion things because it's free EP. By the way, Stuckman, 2 seeds in a row that Turtle Rock had Ice Rod. How does that make you feel? Turtle Rock always has Ice Rod, except when it doesn't. True story.
No looking back.
Leave the beasts to us and find a safe place.
Dagger. I'm gonna go this way. Well, actually. Hey, Mr. Fortune. I said this pun earlier today, but you know that when Blind still lived in Kakariko, she typically fell into the well? Yeah, she couldn't see that well.
The fight against chaos is a holy war.
How many people with Asperger's does it take to screw in a ladder? I mean, light bulb, fuck! Those are the two main jokes of today.
Ready to face the angel of death? My journey continues.
Unless you're very sure of your...
I follow the wind.
Another joke, standard key sanity. Yeah, why did we do that, Stuckman? It was just a fucking joke. I was joking with you. I'm like, you're like, what should we do? I'm like, standard key sanity. And then you gave me a seat, and it turned out it was standard key sanity. I didn't know you're gonna take me seriously. If I knew you're gonna take me seriously, I was gonna say, let's do hard mode swordless.
Ready to face the angel of death? No looking back. Hut.
Oh.
You really should know your limit. Lackley, hey, wake up.
Excuse me, but who are you? And how is it you know Lackley?
I don't know him too well, but he asked me to find his lost fiancée. I've come to tell him about this lead I found.
About Filiana? But where did...
At a restaurant in Yusnan. Apparently, there was an old woman working there who wore the same ring that Lackley gave to his fiancée. And when her health failed, that woman went to stay with a friend who lived in... Huh.
What is it? Is there something wrong with my hat?
According to the man I talked to at the restaurant, the friend who came to pick up the elderly lady was wearing an unusual hat. You seem familiar enough with Lackley. You also knew Filiana's name. Was it you?
Let me explain. Lackley and Filiana and I are friends from long ago. I'm Sela, and yes, I'm the one who escorted that old woman from the shop in Yusnan.
Care to tell me why?
Sure, but can we go elsewhere? I don't want Lackley to hear this. There's a graveyard with no name. You know of it, don't you? It's beyond North Station, on the outskirts of town. Oh, good. He's still sleeping. Come to the graveyard later so we can talk.
Good.
Do you dream?
Have I never fought a Gertrude? Really?
Our tears fall into the chaos. My journey doesn't end here. No looking back. You, what's going on here?
I've seen her around. You don't want to mess with the likes of her. Run!
You must be Louise. I've come to take you home.
But who are you? Oh, wait. You're the nice lady on the phone, aren't you? I recognize your voice.
That's right. Finally we meet.
Thank you for coming to save me. Even after tricking you all those times, I feel bad about what I did. Really. I mean, all those calls before, they were just pranks.
It's not a prank anymore when you find yourself in real danger. Being kidnapped is serious. Do you realize you would have been killed if I hadn't shown up?
To tell the truth and don't get mad, I let myself get caught. I told the disciples I volunteer as tonight's sacrifice for the goddess.
What? Why on earth would you do something like that?
No, this is hard to explain. Okay, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but just try and hear me out until the end. Please? The fact is, I lost faith a long time ago. This world has no future. We've waited for hundreds of years for God or the Savior, and neither has shown up. No one knows if there's a tomorrow. Everyone just lives for themselves. No one cares about anything or anyone. So I had to find out if there was still hope.
What do you mean?
It was a bet, okay? I put it all on the line to see if people were really worth believing in anymore. I've pulled my share of pranks and caused trouble, and I've learned that most people will put up with your tricks a couple of times. But no matter how good I act, how much I cry, and how much I beg, no one ever trusts me the third time around. Even I know when to quit, so I made a bet.
Let me get this straight. You purposefully set me up twice and bet your life on me and my morals. Wagering I'd go against your expectations. You were betting on me to answer your third call.
If you did, then I'd be able to keep holding on to hope. I'd want to keep on living.
That's ridiculous. Do you even understand how lucky you are to be alive? You wouldn't be standing here talking to me if I hadn't made it in time.
I knew you'd come and save me, though. Don't ask me how, but I knew that you were a good person.
What made you think that? You don't know me at all.
I know. I just believed in you somehow. Maybe because I wanted to. I wanted to believe there was still hope in this dying world. And look what happened! You came through for me, just like I knew you would.
All of a sudden I feel like a pawn in your game, and you're the one playing both sides.
That was silly. Well, maybe a little. But I'm trying to thank you. I'm glad there are still people like you in the world. You inspire me to keep my faith in humanity.
In that case, you're welcome, I guess. I'm glad to hear that all that running around was worth something. Remember, your life is valuable. Don't ever forget that.
I promise I won't. And I'll never do anything like this ever again. Thank you.
Leather rucksack. Also, this is not my active window. Hold on to my dick? Yeah, right. Alright, this is the quest. This is 3 stars for some reason.
Hey, look! It's the Savior! I've been waiting for you!
What? How did you...
Come on, Micah! You know I... Huh? Wait, you're not her!
Ulrich, what do you think you're doing accosting strangers like that? I'm sorry. Forgive him. My son mistook you for our dear Miss Micah. It must have been the hair. Hers was exactly the same color.
Right. Easy mistake to make.
Miss Micah is beloved by our god Benevelza. What with the rose-colored hair, some even speculate that she could be the chosen one. The savior.
That's because Micah heard the voice of God. She told me!
The savior with rose-colored hair, huh?
Yes. Dear Miss Micah. She is a wonderful young woman. Always coming to the aid of the sick and ailing, like myself.
We've been waiting ages for her next visit. I thought you were her.
Were you expecting her to come again soon?
Uh-huh, and guess what else? She even promised us she would bring a phantom rose for us next time she came.
It's a crimson-colored flower, very similar to a rose. But while everyone knows of it, no one's ever actually seen one. They're said to never wither or die. They maintain their life and beauty forever.
A flower that never dies. It's no wonder no one's ever found one.
You're not easily fooled, are you? Yes, the Phantom Rose is nothing more than a fairy tale told to children. But this is what Micah said when she left. I'll bring you the legendary flower that no one believes can be found. So don't you give up on hope.
Give up on hope? Yeah,
As you
right.
can see, I don't have much time left. But when she told me to go on living, I wanted to hold on, just so I wouldn't let her down.
Fake savior lady! If you see the real Micah around, tell her that she better not forget her promise to me, okay?
Ulrich, who taught you it was okay to be rude to others?
A rose by any other name. By the Wall of Wealth down in the Warren, Lightning encounters a young boy called Ulrich. However, it is not Lightning he wants to speak to. It is a lookalike called Micah, who he believes is the real savior. Micah had promised to bring the boy and his mother a legendary flower known as the Phantom Rose, but Micah is a fraud, and it is up to Lightning to deliver on the promise. I would, except I didn't see the ghost.
Sure, kid. I'll tell her not to forget about your flower.
Thanks. You're alright for a fake.
More enemies?
I follow the wind.
And what did I put on this scarf? I thought I put... Oh, Witch's Rosary. That's what I thought I was doing something else. Moppy!
What's this? What do you have then?
Oh, I don't care about those.
Come again.
Hey, all I did was get paid for helping some punks,
Ready to face the Angel of Death?
I see you did it. You got your hands on the journal.
Oh.
Are you ready to take the stage? I follow the wind. I'm walking fate's path.
I swear to you, that's the Shadow Hunter.
What?
The trains to Yuzan leave from the northern.
My tears fall into the chaos. Our tears fall into. Let's dance.
Thanks for coming. Before I tell you anything, can you promise you won't pass this information on to Lackley?
That depends on what you have to say.
I suppose that's fair enough. I hardly know where to begin, though.
How about I start then? The old woman working at that restaurant in Yusnan had the same ring as Lackley's, the same as his fiancé's. Why?
For the most obvious reason, of course. That old woman was none other than Filiana, the person Lackley's been trying so hard to find. After she left him, she began working under a fake name.
That's surprising. The way Lackley described her. Well, she's not what I expected.
He wasn't lying. She was a real beauty, once. We don't know how or why, but something happened to her. In this world where everyone stopped aging, she was the one and only person who managed to grow old over the past years. It began right around the time she and Lackley first got engaged.
But why? Why would it be possible for one person alone to escape the stasis in this world? And are you saying that's why she left Lackley and disappeared from his life?
She said the last thing she wanted to do was become a burden to him. But I know she missed him. She always wanted to know how he was doing. She loved nothing more than hearing stories about him, no matter how banal they were. Back when she could still walk, she told me how she would sometimes pass by him in the streets. She never said anything to him, and he never could have guessed that the old woman he saw was his beloved fiancée.
That's why he never found her after all this time, no matter how hard he searched.
Yes. Year after year, she aged more and more, and her body began at last to fail. She's free from that pain now. Finally.
I see. I'm glad she was able to find peace.
No!
No! Lackley!
I wouldn't have cared how old my Filiana looked. I loved her with every fiber of my being. My only wish was to spend every day with her until the end of the world. Filiana, why did you have to? No!
Lackley.
Lackley.
Seela, I don't want you to worry about me. Remember what you told me before when we met? If there's still hope in this world, maybe I'll find Filiana, right?
Unfortunately, hope is in the arc.
I remember saying that, so now I've just proven there's no hope.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I need to find my own hope for me. I can't wait around for any god or savior. And even if my hopes get dashed, or they never come true, at least in my heart I'll know she's watching over me from somewhere. I'm done being a fool who runs to the bottle every time something goes wrong. That's not me. I want to show Filiana, wherever she is, that I'm still the man she fell in love with. The man I used to be. That's what she would want. Could you give me that ring?
Here. Thank you. You've helped me find some hope of my own, while I was supposed to be looking for yours.
And my hope was in the arc all along. Now I have exotic shades. There seems to be only like 4 different types of adornments. There's tattoos, cat ears, cat tails, and shades. And since we're drunk, we'll put those on. Alright, now we gotta catch the train. Yeah, I know I didn't answer you. I like the journal side quest a lot.
The train will leave shortly.
That's more because of how interesting it is that there's like 2 different endings. The only thing I wish is that like reading the journal had a Schrodinger effect, in that if you didn't read the journal, it had a happy outcome, but if you did read the journal, it had a terrible outcome. Like if you didn't read the journal, then you give it to what's his face? Ranulph. You give it to Ranulph, and Ranulph's like, oh look, it talks about my time in the army when I got to see some amazing sights. Oh man, I'm so happy I found these memories. Thank you so much, Savior. And then quest reward. Yay! And then you read the journal and it says, justice will be served. Justice will be served. And then it's darker. I think that would have been cool. The Schrodinger journal. Its contents change if you observe them.
Dance with swords.
You only have half an hour until the finale begins.
So remember when I said I had to get
Change into your
Medigard,
savior costume and be
and we
ready
still
for the
haven't
finale.
actually seen why?
Good evening. It's almost time for the grand finale of the Song of the Savior. Ticket holders are advised not to miss it.
Bruce, isn't she? Oh, she's inside, isn't she?
You have 15 minutes until the finale. If it were any other night, it would have been nice to just enjoy the revels.
Yeah, I would have. But first, we have a reclusive patron to take care of.
I wonder what the people think of Snow these days. At one time, he was their benefactor. But now,
People are supposed to change. Not changing after hundreds of years is unnatural. But Snow, I didn't want to believe his change. The
Oh,
man who had
yeah,
believed in the
she's-
future with unwavering optimism. The man who feared no pain to protect those he cared about. Snow, tell me, could even you have given in to despair? I need to know what you went through. What happened to you while I wasn't there? Wait for me.
This is completely hopeless. Maybe I should just give up. I practice and practice, but no one cares.
No one cares about what?
Oh, you heard that, huh? Well, the thing is... Wow, look at you.
What is it?
I'm sorry. It's just that, well, you have the most amazing look. And it's like you have this incredible aura that screams, look at me. I mean, I bet people stare at you all the time. God, you're so lucky. What's your secret?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have any secret. Why don't you take a breath and calm down for a second?
Right, I'm sorry. It's just that I got so excited. See, the thing is, I need people to pay attention to me. It's not that I'm vain or anything. I'm trying to make it as a baton twirler. I've gotten really good at it too. I can twirl with the best of them, but I can't call myself a performer without an audience.
It's not exactly my field, but have you tried working on your look? Improving your stage presence?
Yeah, not so much. I spend all my time practicing the baton dawn to dusk. I've never had time to learn about clothes and fashion and things.
Neither have I. Trust me.
Shut up. That's not true, is it? I mean, look at you. And look at me. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Step 1, dress up like it's Christmas.
I have a fantastic idea. You wouldn't be able to help me accessorize, would you? collect adornments for me? If I see enough of them, it might trigger my dormant fashion sense.
Adoring adornments. Near the entrance to the August Quarter, Lightning meets Candace, an aspiring baton twirler who just can't seem to get noticed. Candace believes that she needs to jazz up her wardrobe, and after seeing the dashing figure that Lightning cuts, decides she is just the person to help. Lightning's mission? To collect as many adornments as she can and deliver them to Candace.
I wouldn't want to give out fashion advice, but if it's just collecting things, I guess I can do that.
Really? You'll help? Oh, you're the best! I mean, I've heard of adornments, of course, but I have no idea what's out there. Can you just collect a bunch and show me what you find? It'll be a huge help.
You can buy adornments from merchants. I also hear some.
Wow! I can't believe you were able to collect so many! Okay, now give me a minute while I look through them. Now I get it! I know what I've been doing wrong all this time. I'm gonna go change. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, be completely honest. What do you think? Is this my new look? Am I new and improved?
Meow.
Definite improvement.
Phew, I was hoping you'd say that. I know, there's still room for improvement. I still have a lot of work.
If only Lightning could double up on adornments.
So, I hate to ask you for another favor, but can you collect more adornments for me? This is a really awesome start, but I need more inspiration if I want to be stage star amazing. Please, you have to help me out.
Once you've collected.
Well, I see someone's been busy. Wow, everything's so sparkly and shiny. It's like sensory overload. Wait, hang on. Yes, I've got it. Another great flash of inspiration. Hang on while I change. Oh, no peeking. Do you hear me?
Apparently, Lightning is a lesbian. Yes, just put more and more of them on. That's totally what you've been missing, is putting more adornments on.
I've never dressed like this before. Oh, geez. You don't think it's too much, do you?
Depends on what you're trying to do. If you want attention and a bigger audience, I'd say you're on the right track.
Oh!
You're right, but it's still not perfect. Oh, I just don't have the magnetic charisma that you have. I need something else. But what? Look, I hate to ask, but can you run out there and collect more adornments? Just a few more should do it. I'm almost there, I know it, but I need one more jolt of inspiration. You'll help me, won't you? We've come this far, you might as well. Another great haul! Oh, I can feel it. Here it comes, the inspiration. And yes, I've got it. I am totally inspired. Which means it's time to slip into my final outfit. Wait here, okay? I'll be back super quick. What do you think? Say goodbye to the old lame Candace and say hello to the brand new amazing me.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but it's effective. There's no question about that. I can't tear my eyes away. Don't know what else to say besides the fact that it leaves an impression.
Oh, I can see it now. All those people staring at me, asking themselves, who is that spectacular girl with the baton? Now that I have everyone's attention, are you ready for the most amazing baton twirling you've ever seen in your entire life?
Yep. And she gives us the carnival mask.
Well done, Light.
I have no idea why she gives me the carnival mask, but okay.
But what are you gonna do with all those adornments? Maybe you could wear them yourself. If you followed her lead, you could attract just as much attention.
Oh,
Well, hello there. You clean up pretty nice. Are you ready to go? We're already prepping the stage. It's almost time for the big show. Break a leg.
one last thing. I'm gonna need all of your people to evacuate. There can't be anyone backstage. And the same goes for you. It's gonna be one hell of a bang.
Yeah, That's true. After all, you've put enough firepower in there to blow apart the theater, right?
So you noticed.
Listen, this is my theater we're talking about. Of course, I knew in an instant what would happen if we upped the fireworks like you wanted. Actors I could replace easily. But you were going to take out my audience as well. I can't let you do that.
So I've been wasting my time.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just think you went a little overboard. So, I made a few adjustments. That stage may not survive the night, but no one will get hurt.
You don't mind?
Look, I get bored spitless doing the same play over and over and over again. The people want something new. And lady, I'm counting on you to give them exactly what they want.
I can act when I have to.
Good to hear, because it's about time for your cue. How many decades has it been since I looked forward to a show this much? You're my star. Now get out there and act me a savior beyond anything I've ever imagined.
Well, I won't even need to act. If it's the savior you want, you've got her.
Here, I fished this out of the props department. Might come in handy on stage.
Femme fatale.
Chosen one, become my blade. Cast aside all that you are. Throw down your life for the sake of my new world.
To save the people of this world, I would give everything I am. Hear our prayers, God. Let your blessings rain down upon us.
Yea, you are the true savior. Lead my people and become a beacon of salvation.
In the name of Radiant God, I bear aloft this light and banish the darkness!
It is time, my servant. Let the flames of devotion consume you.
Yeah, I'll show you a real fire. Let's see how you burn!
Come, Savior. Return to my side.
true savior. I was made to serve God. But if that God lies to me, then he dies.
This begs the question, why didn't she just jump over the thing if she could do this?
This is an announcement from the Recreation and Leisure Committee for guests of the Augur's Quarter. Due to the incident that occurred during the recent performance, all events in the immediate area have been suspended until further notice.
I'm checking the situation now.
Visitors are asked to
It looks like the guards are so caught up in the confusion that the palace is wide open. It actually worked. To be honest, I had my doubts.
It's all thanks to that director.
It was your plan, Hope.
If we'd set up the explosion as you'd planned it, that play would have been a real tragedy.
Yes, I admit I might have miscalculated somewhat. But didn't you enjoy playing the leading role?
Next time you go on stage.
Not in that costume.
No, yes, in that costume. I want you in that costume, Hope. Alright, there are 5 statue fragments somewhere.
He's heading for the throne of the Lassie.
Also, I can actually jump over this. Oh, that is not a statue fragment. Also, hello, other side. How are you doing?
Dance with swords. It's just a fleeting dream.
I think the other one's over here. I think there's supposed to be 5. I think they're key items. Yeah. Why do we need Metagard again? I don't know. All you need is Victor Drain, and then you have all the HP you need. Oh, that's the same thing I was looking at before. Have to do some blood tests, so no more food. Aw. Oops. Here's the thingy here. You're not the thingy I was thinking about. I hear a ball. There's the ball. There's my tithed bravery. Desdemona. Alright, so I have to keep chronostasis going for a while. Ouch. Ouch.
This'll be a fun performance. My journey doesn't end here. It's just a fleeting dream.
Stagger!
End here.
Launch! But I killed you. I think with the Tith Bravery, I'm actually going to be losing HP despite Victory Drain, so I'm actually going to take it off because I don't really need it. Also, how many Soul Seeds do I have? I haven't turned them in for a while. 17. Do you want to turn them in when I have space in my inventory for recovery items? Because I'm pretty sure they give you recovery items after a certain amount.
Chaos infusions are appearing faster than I can keep track. There are already several chaos infusions within the palace. Watch out for monsters, and remember, be careful.
Oh, it's on the other side. Are you still susceptible to unlucky Cyclops spawn, or is it a better, easier fight in any percent? No, I can kill a Cyclops. I just killed a Cyclops. I also have a Phoenix down. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's under control. Sorry, I'm trying to get the item over here because it's a free gold dust.
My tears fall into the chaos.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I believe you're still susceptible to it. I don't see why not.
Going to change course.
I don't think I have to remind you, but Snow is still a sea. Thanks to his bonds with the Foul Sea God, he's been granted special powers. However, in return for that terrible power,
He'll turn into a monstrous sea.
Also, by the way, tell me how I should color this. Anyone. Since everyone's been bitching at how I colored it. You get to choose the color! I'm gonna go with purple. I don't know what salmon is. Or salmon. I know what salmon is. I don't know what it is in the color scheme.
A beast without a mind or a heart. That's one fact I
So actually,
really don't.
you can choose any color, literally, right? Yeah, you can choose literally any color. But let's see, first was red. You were thinking the second to last. Oh, this. Okay, you win.
Don't need reminding.
All right, you chose the color of my garb. Are you happy with this now?
us too. All 6 of us.
Crushed under their fear of becoming Seath and cursing our fates. It was only by having each other that we made it through those horrifying days. We all shared that fate once, including Snow. I won't leave him to face it again. Not alone.
You don't like the red gloves? All right, so Stuck, what color should the gloves be? Yeah, I mean, you might not like it, but on the other side... A darker red? How do you get it darker? Because it's kind of already on the edge. I can make it pink. It's fine, I can change that. I can also slow the cursor, interestingly, so that does allow for some precision. I can also make it brighter or darker. Oh, hey, that's how you get it darker. Alright, how dark should this be? Blood red? Kind of looks like her arms are bloody now. Alright, how about that? Did I change? I changed it. I mean, you said lightly. Here, I'm gonna leave it like that, alright?
Look familiar? That's the door you couldn't get through the first time you... The ID you have now should unlock it. The chaos team will take it inside. Be careful.
Don't even try. Let's make a show of it. My journey continues.
By the way, did you remember that you can press switches in this game? Actually, I'm gonna kill you. Or not, because you despawned. But Anubis, whatever. Since Anubis cannot go extinct, I should just fight Anubis whenever I run into him. Regardless of my EP considerations. How do I get up there again? Ah.
The path of chaos is...
Flame Strike. Lame steak. Oh, hi.
Pray for the dead.
Yeah, she's just running barefoot. Imperil is always OP.
Are you planning on stopping me all on your own?
Believe me, I've no intention of holding a weapon to you. Rather, I wish to fight by your side.
You would betray your patron?
Quite the opposite. I wish to save him. I believe you're fighting to free him from his cursed bonds. Isn't that the reason behind your actions? I have the same desire myself. Please, allow me to help.
I see. So you want to save Snow too, do you? Fine. But I can't take you with me, okay? You can definitely help me with supplies, though. What do you have?
What are you buying? Also, Revenge Guard. Automatically counters with a physical attack when you guard against enemy attacks for a certain length of time. No. Well, I don't need 2 of those. Also, Femme Fatale, status, ailment, duration plus 20%. It's pretty good, except I don't have all my things on one turb. We'll just load up on Phoenix Downs, whatever. We get Snow plus plus?
The
No.
patron told us that if he finally lost his senses and became a danger to us all, we were to kill him without hesitation.
Kill him without hesitation. Snow really said that?
Yes, those were his exact words. He also said that we weren't to let him out of the palace, no matter what. He'd have to stay right there, on the throne of the Lassie. All we can hear from the outside are monstrous screams. Screams of such anguish that led me to believe something terrible's happened to the patron.
Alright, we're going this way.
I'm getting readings on Snow, and they're coming from the other side of that door. But they're growing weaker every minute. I've never seen so much chaos. It's consuming Snow and his power.
The door is completely frozen over. Is there another way in?
No, it's this or nothing. Burn something or melt it with magic. Do something.
Byra!
I'm not so sure that'll work. This isn't regular ice. Someone conjured it up to keep us out. Or keep whatever's happening inside. Snow. He sealed himself in.
So you think there's no way to open it? The chaos reaction is going off the charts. If it continues, this entire palace will be lost to the chaos.
Then we have to do something. There must be some way to melt this ice seal. I'm gonna search the area to see if I can find anything that might help.
And I'll try to come up with a plan.
You do that. I'll try to come up with a plan. When have you never tried to come up with a plan?
Rooms that we haven't investigated yet. Why don't you check them
Also,
out?
I like this. Prophecy of Aspiration, because if we go to our bestiary... I think, yeah, actually it's under special. It's a question mark now. Oh, actually this is not... What is this? Unknown? This is in Luxarian? This isn't Chimera, is it? This is Snow. I can tell because he's weak to fire. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This is Noel. Noel plus Snow plus Snow plus. Duh. Remember that flame strike you got?
I've managed to pull up a map of the palace, and there's a room ahead that seems promising. It's labeled as Snow's Chambers. Perhaps you can find some clue about that seal.
Anubis!
Let the darkness embrace you. Let's make a show of it. Thanks for waiting.
According to the drawings I have of the palace's layout, this should be Snow's room.
Let the darkness embrace you. Life is a journey. The path of chaos doesn't look very comfortable, like a cage made to hold some wild beast or a cell made for a criminal to waste away in.
By the way, there's the switch.
Why would there be such a room here? Was it meant to hold Snow, or is it to keep someone else prisoner?
You think you can beat me?
Randomly scripted double Anubis fight.
Kill the monster and get it open.
Keep up if you can. Don't even try. Pray for the dead.
Comparing with 13.2 doesn't help. Yeah, Lightning Returns is honestly really fun and pretty challenging, which makes it better than 13.2 in my opinion. That is, of course, in my opinion.
I recognize that pendant. That was the engagement gift that Snow gave to your sister, wasn't it? If he's left something so precious behind, Light, what if he...
You think he's lost it? Forgotten Sarah's love? Or did he just want to keep it safe?
I don't follow you.
Hope, I have an idea. I'm going back to that door. I want to see if this pendant can break the seal.
Do you think the pendant could work as some sort of key?
It better. If it doesn't, then I guess Snow is just beyond saving.
Lightning, you're not serious, right? We need to save him.
Sarah's pendant!
Hang in there, Snow. I'm coming to hear your side of the story. Did you just forget about the pendant? Your only memento of Sarah because you've thrown aside her love? Or did you leave it behind on purpose? To keep her memory safe, untouched by the darkness you see? You want to dance with me? That frozen door door will give me the answer. If you still love Sarah like you once did, if you're still the Snow I used to know, then the pendant will break the seal. But if the door doesn't open, then there is no way left for me to save you. Snow, can you hear me? If you've locked yourself up in there because you thought it was what Sarah would want, think again. Or did you never really know her? The only thing she wanted was you. Don't you abandon her now. Don't deny her that wish.
Hey, it's the high and mighty Savior. You here to bring God's judgment on me? Not like it worked for you before, but you look different this time.
It's the shades.
Listen to reason.
Isn't that my line? Looking at this city, I'd begun to worry that you weren't the Snow I once knew. But it looks like nothing will ever change you.
Yeah, sorry about last time. I had to test you, though. Had to know you were the real Lightning. So I left behind Sarah's pendant and sealed myself up in here. I figured that if you were an imposter, you'd never think to use a trinket to bust through that seal. But you knew exactly what that pendant means, and what to do with it. So you really are our Lightning. I'm glad you're real, sis. Now I can put my last worries to rest.
I'm not your sister.
But you understand like no one else does. I bet you figured out as soon as you saw that room. It's a prison. A nice grave for a monster like me.
How can there be this much chaos?
It's pretty hard to swallow, huh? Worst thing is, it just keeps on growing. It's all I can do to keep it contained so it doesn't spread. When I destroy this last infusion, that'll be the end of me. I'll be out of power. It's XIII time.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
It's part of the job, keeping everyone safe. Kept it at bay all this time. You'll protect him, won't you? There's no need for me.
Snow!
Stay back! Let me do this! I'm tired of being useless. For 500 years, I watched the world fall into chaos. I watched it die. I couldn't stop it, don't you get that? Give me this last thing! Let me get it right just this once!
Damn it, you're not trying to do the right thing. You're running away. You're looking for a way out, a death that's no different than suicide. How can you face Sarah after that?
Say what you want, Lightning. Nothing is gonna change the fact that I swore to make Sarah happy, and instead I couldn't even keep her from dying. I know I'll never see her again.
Snow, stop this.
This is what I deserve! I know it, and you know it! So come on! Do your worst! I'm sorry, Lightning. I know it's selfish, but I have to ask you one last favor. Destroy me, my XIII.
Destroy you? You've got to be kidding. You want me to be your sister, then you say something like that. You're asking too much, Snow!
Not desperate. Blinded by light!
You're asking me to kill you? Life is a journey. I follow the wind. Our tears fall into chaos.
Witness my most powerful form!
To Time to mix it up.
Ow.
My journey doesn't end here. Pray for the dead.
Come on, Savior!
I follow the wind.
Aw, I can't steal those, you cheater. Ow.
Do you dream of death? Let's make a show of it.
That was easy. Snow's just such a pushover.
The chaos, it's disappearing.
Snow sure is something, isn't he? He swallowed up all that chaos and kept it at bay. He sacrificed himself to keep the city safe. And his only reward was to turn into a monster. How about you do him a favor? Do what he asked. That thing's not even him anymore. It's kinder to put it out of its misery. Yep, Snow's gone, and you know what? The only hope for his soul lies in death. So that's it. Oh, that is good. I bet he became a Sith right now because he wanted you to kill him.
You know nothing about Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Come back, Snow! Who knows nothing about Snow now? You said you understood his pain, didn't you? Like you know what the past 500 years were like. Every day blaming himself for Sarah, trying to fix the world. He's been fighting to protect people while you snoozed away in a dream world. I bet he really was relieved that you decided to wake up and get back to the world of the living. I bet he thought he could finally put an end to his misery. He drew on every last bit of strength and threw himself into the darkness. So why don't you just set him free already? Don't you think that's what Sarah would want?
I wanna save you, make you free, but I just don't know how. Sarah would know. I know she would. If she was just here now, she'd find a way to reach and bring you back. Not here, no matter how much we wish she was, and I can't be what she was. Snow, the only thing I can do is do what you asked of me. But please, don't let your feelings for Sarah disappear into the chaos. She never stopped believing in you. No matter how far away your journey took you, or how long you stayed apart, she thought she would be with you again! I know she still believes it now! Her soul is dreaming of being with you again right now, you stupid fool! If you're not here anymore, then what is my sister supposed to come home to? Snow, I'm begging you. You have to live. I need you, Snow, to bring Sarah back.
You got better by the power of friendship.
For a second there, I thought you cared.
Christmas miracle. No, we're not wearing the Santa dress.
Want me around so I can bring Sarah back? Oh, my good looks and charm aren't reason enough.
Yeah, right. With that hair.
That hair is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Light. You always were a hard case. I spent how many centuries watching the world slip away from me? And even when I give everything I got to protect it, I don't get a single thanks. So I finally say enough is enough. Look for a nice place to die, and you ruin that too.
Sorry about that. You were forced to hold down the fort a long time. It was my fault.
You gonna make it up to me?
Don't get too cocky. Listen, Snow. The world is ending. And soon, there's no way for any of us to stop it. But don't give up. You've got to believe. Believe that even when this world ends, a new world will be born from the ashes. That's where we'll find hope again. It won't die with the world. I'll make sure that. Trust me. I just need more time. I need you.
I know. To save the day. I'm on it, sis. I'm still the patron of XIII, right? You sure are hard with your friends, you know that? What if you'd killed me? We'd have trouble facing Sarah then.
I knew you'd be fine. You're too stubborn to die. Take care of Sarah. Please, help her find her way back. Stay strong. Someday you'll be all she has.
Oh, when you put it like that, guess I got no choice but to do what I can. I don't know what I can really do. Sure, Lightning says bring me back. But would you even want to come with me? I'm the guy who couldn't keep a single promise. Do you still want me, Sarah? Not like you can answer me. So do I just wait? No, I'm gonna bring you home. Like a real hero.
XIII main quest completed. Cool. And our accessory, Ghostly Hood, which is really good. All right. One main quest left.
You sure know how to make a girl wait, don't you? Let's do this.
I know, it's been a whole 3 days since I was last here. Bite me. Alright, Alright, Stuckman, good night. Sleep well. I think, so like, I'm actually really far ahead of where I'm supposed to be, except, like, all I'm supposed to do in this segment is to get the Sacred Gate Cactuar, which I already did, because I'm that good. I haven't gotten any of the tablets yet either, so I'm gonna go and We want to fight skeletons, because we have to make the skeletons extinct for a quest, right?
Together, we can't lose.
And these are... we don't know yet. I think they have to be weak to arrow, though. I mean, I can just do it in the... yeah, I know. I can just make them extinct in the dungeon. Here, well, it doesn't actually matter because I can't actually keep arrow on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna... oh, and you also get a bunch of buffs at some point, so whatever. I'll just steal them. He's now susceptible to debuffs.
Do you dream of death? I'm walking fate's path. Life is a journey.
Whoops. Dead. But I can still steal your Phoenix down, or steal your bravery. That is not heavy guard. God damn it, dude. Alright, and I should not even try. Ow! Look at this fucker. Also, I'm supposed to use this when I have poison. I have poison. Here. Here we go. We have poison. Look at this. It gave me slow! This thing is fucking useless! Yeah, overclock makes everything too trivial. Fang has infinite health, but when she goes below a certain threshold, she just starts meta-guarding like a bitch.
Us versus them?
I think I want to go with arrow. Now I want that D shell, but it's locked behind an even gate. Like this gate right here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have until 4:15. I'm gonna beat up some skeletons. Good job.
Darkness, embrace you.
All right, see you other side. Enjoy your shower.
This crest, it's the same style as the seals I saw in the ruins.
Yeah, should open the same way then.
Hope, can you tell me anything about this?
Let me see. Well, I can tell you with certainty that it's old. That's obvious enough. Yet it's made with advanced technology, and its purpose is a complete mystery. It doesn't appear to operate independently. It must need other parts in order to work.
Who cares what it does? Just take it already. Have you forgotten you're a bandit now?
Oh no, skeletons!
Let the darkness embrace you.
Okay, you don't actually have any innate weaknesses.
Never dance with swords. Don't even try.
The Fang stole my stagger. Ow.
Don't even try. My journey doesn't end. Sleep now.
I also got critical bravery to trigger. So I've always felt that the Cactuar statues were an afterthought to this area, considering that the temple has numerous entrances and exits. Like, they clearly realized that this dungeon was pretty, like, it required a bunch of entering and exiting if you didn't know to get the tablets first, and so they made some shortcuts to get in and out. And my guess is that in playtesting, they realized that even with the multiple exits that you can open up, it was still an awful dungeon, and so they just added the Cactuars as like a last ditch.
I saw
This is the only thing we can really do to make this dungeon better thing.
The desert may be nice and light, but the ruins are not.
And D-shell. Alright. We're just gonna go to Yusnan. The outside cactuars were there from the beginning, but the ones inside makes sense. Fair enough. Going to Bell now.
It's not bad, I'll admit. The contestant I was cheering. Are you famous?
My secret. So, did you try my new nectar? Did it have any effect?
Yes, it really did.
Ah, that is wonderful news.
Except the effect wore off too quickly. It has to last longer to be really useful.
The effect was slow.
For the purposes of the experiment, I deliberately reduced the potency, in case of side effects, you see. It will be the work of mere seconds to mix a more concentrated and potent version. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. This latest iteration I have named Miracle Nectar. Drink it to soothe your soul and restore your psyche, meaning it will free you from curses, leaving you mentally prepared to face any foe.
I don't believe you. That's what you said the first version was supposed to do, but it didn't do a thing.
I forget that you are a mere layperson and need things spelled out. On that occasion, I was referring to the goal of my research. Now I am presenting the results.
Bull!
Anyway,
Shit!
do try it.
Experimental potion, Miracle Nectar. During battle, drink the nectar when plagued with 3 or more status ailments. The potion will remove any and all curses. Report your findings to me. There is an enemy that's very good at inflicting 3 or more status ailments. Name is Nectin. Mio Nectin. You were just in front of me! How'd you do that? Magic. Did I ever buy things from you?
If anything catches your eye, pick it up and give it a try.
That rhymed. No, I never did. Energized. Increases damage dealt to enemies when ATB is at 70 or above. Increases dealt to enemies when ATB is at 30 or below. And then these adornments. More tails.
Come back anytime.
This is the last side quest of Wildlands.
Lost?
Gracious me, where did you come from?
If you're that jumpy, maybe you shouldn't wander out here at night.
I'm not wandering. I'll have you know that I'm pursuing science. Important science. Yes, I'm on these plains for a reason. I'm here to learn more about the breeding habits of the fuzzy sheep.
Look, you're dedicated. That's great. But is it worth dying for? There are monsters out here.
Yes, I know. It is believed that fuzzy sheep mate only at night. I've tried on a number of occasions to track them back to the breeding grounds, but each time, a marauding monster has driven me away. I've been forced to make my observations from this distant spot, so as not to endanger the sheep by attracting more monsters. However, it is dangerous work.
That sounds foolhardy to me.
I accept the risks. And do you mind? I have work to do. Unless, that is, you would care to help me.
The Secret Lives of Sheep. Outside of Arias' village, biologist Cornelia is risking her life to investigate the mating habits of wild fuzzy sheep. If lightning were to shadow the sheep in her stead, she would have a better chance of fighting off the monsters and solving the mystery of the fuzzy sheep nesting grounds. Damage is dealt after ATB is reduced. This is
but
true.
You're putting yourself in too much danger.
Oh, I know it's reckless, but I have no choice. The whole of science eagerly awaits my results.
Why don't I make the observations for you? I can keep the monsters away at the same time, and then let you know what I see. That sound good?
But... Oh, dash it. Very well.
Oh, dash it.
It is far from ideal. But what choice do I have? Monsters seem drawn to me like flies to a pile of behemoth dung. As far as I can tell, the fuzzy sheep spend the night amongst the ruins atop that hill. I hope you will meet with more success than I.
I'll do my best. Now, will you go home?
Fine. I shall await your report in Arias village.
Protect the sheep. Notice we're doing this after 4 a.m. when the only enemy spawns are Meonectins, and they're rare. Ah, Meonectin! Ah! Oh no! 4 more debuffs! Whatever shall I do? Oh boy.
Time to mix it up.
Stagger.
See you never.
You're gonna start mating soon. I like that you have a speech bubble now. A mystery egg.
This looks a lot like an egg. It can't belong to the sheep.
What do you have there? Is it an egg?
What are you doing out here? I told you to wait for me in Arias.
I couldn't just loiter around the village, twiddling my thumbs.
I think she said that she was gonna wait in Arias.
Been killed. But now that you're here, you might as well take a look at this. I found it in one of the sheep's nests. What do you make of it?
You did? Are you sure it was a sheep's nest? Let me see. Gracious! Could it be? This is incredible. I do believe you have found the first verified fuzzy sheep egg.
A sheep egg? You're joking. I mean, that's impossible. Sheep don't lay eggs.
Oh, I assure you it's entirely possible. As a scientist, I can tell you that many kinds of animals lay eggs, not just birds and reptiles. For example, monotremes are mammals that lay eggs, although I admit they are decidedly uncommon. So, it's all clear now. That's why the sheep return to the same place every night. They have to sit on their nests and incubate the eggs through the cold night.
These are the sheep's nesting grounds.
Yes! It's the greatest biological discovery of the century! Here, let me have the egg. I shall guard it with my life. If I can keep the embryo alive, and a fuzzy lamb hatches from it, it will be the final incontrovertible proof of my discovery. The decades of work and self-sacrifice have at last borne fruit. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Cool glasses. How did it take you a century to figure out how sheep reproduce? No, those aren't as cool as the exotic shades. And also, I've not really updated these. What do you think, guys? What should I do with these adornments? We have lots. I'm still kind of confused why Tonberry's lantern is on Lightning's ass. Fuzzy sheep figurine. The mustache. Rokobo. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's totally what we want. Mask on Paladin or Riot? Vote for a mask on Paladin. So the Mog mask? Or what other mask were you thinking of? Got lots of glasses. But the only mask... Well, we have these masks. I guess these are technically masks. Kubo! I'm gonna put that on. Been decided. This is Midnight Mauve. This is Hunter of the Wild. The Monoculus mask. Oh, that is not it. Right. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, there it is. This were shades. The exotic shades. They actually go well with the dress too. Floppy sun hat. All right, so that's all I need to do in day 3.
Keep an eye on the clock. It's nearly time to get you back up here.
The fuck, Lude? I had a stylish tricorn, and now I'm wearing the sun's hat. I had your respect, too. Bitch, please, when have I ever had your respect? Neonectin. Before I started playing randos, so a year ago. I guess 10 months ago. The thing is though, I started playing randos at a time when I was pretty depressed, and randos were really the only thing, like when I started out with randos and I wasn't fully sure how it worked and all that, it was the only thing I was looking forward to after work. Because I hated my job.
We can scatter them easily.
But thinking about the rando that I could do the next day, I know it sounds stupid, but it helps me get past the hard time. So they're kind of dear to me.
In half an hour, you'll be transported back to the Ark.
No, not the Ark. I should probably restock on end spell. Oh no, I guess I can only get 2 types of end spells here. We have an arrow in fire and thunder. I want in frost, but that's in Polta. So I guess I will not get in frost. Notice I haven't even been using those potions since I have the auto buffing ones. Oh no, game over.
My journey continues.
Ooh, chaos.
Let's do this, Odin.
All right, I have 3 EP. I'm going to teleport to Ruffian and get a head start on the next thing I have to do. When do the shops open? Jeez.
Want me to appraise anything odd for you?
An ether.
Now this is valuable. You'll be able to sell it at a good price. Come back whenever you find any treasure.
Nice thing about ethers. Restores some EP. It restores 4 EP. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 EP. Everyone's so lazy. So it's fun trying to time quick stagger with heavy slash and getting that extra boost to damage. A monster appeared from the sandstorm and attacked us. Most of my fellow tradesmen were killed. I was badly injured. I would like to be able to kill this reptile. Boom! No, boom! Ooh, hi. How are you doing?
Don't let your guard down.
Pray for the dead.
I obtained an arithmometer. Arithmometer.
Is this the arithmometer? It.
A skeletal note. Our group leader was attacked by a monster. One by one, I saw my friends get killed. I will probably be next, but I am thankful for one thing. My husband, Ramon, is not here with me. I know he will go on to become the world's best merchant. I love you, Ramon. I always will. It's actually tragic. I got an achievement, lizard lariats. Alright, I killed a bunch of lizards. This item is here, but it requires 2 EP. So I probably shouldn't have chronostats eat. Oh, it requires 4 EP. Fuck me. Well then. Plan B. I'm gonna go get this tablet.
No looking back.
Bandit's blood seal.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let the darkness embrace you. Our journey doesn't end here. No looking back. Thanks for waiting. Keep up if you can.
You can really just keep days going on indefinitely with chronostasis. Stasis? Chronostasis? Do they have... Oh, I really should be picking up the items here because these are important. I didn't realize they were dropping items. I didn't even think about it.
Life is a journey. I follow the wind. Our journey doesn't end here. Do you dream of death? Let the darkness embrace you.
Oh, but it's sometimes just unappraised items. Oh well, still something.
Life is a journey.
Will this day end? Never!
Pray for the dead.
You stole my stagger again, Fang.
I saw this coming.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just get this last tablet, and I'm not gonna bother with any more chronostasis.
Pray for the dead.
Pretty orb. I said I wouldn't bother with any more chronostasis, but let's just get to the tablet because it's still a ways away.
My journey continues.
Light, you should head back to the ruins and find your way to the galleries where the murals are.
Us versus them?
My tears fall into chaos.
I used an alternative fact.
This was your finale. Do you dream of death?
See? I stole the stagger. Stagger lock to Fang. Damn it!
Let's make a show of it. I'm walking this path.
You still stole the stagger, bitch! This is sort of my fault because I was sitting in the wrong garb and couldn't regen ATB. There aren't any yellow teeth there, are there? Or skulls?
Keep up if you can. I'm walking fate's path. My journey doesn't end here.
There we go. We're playing smartly now. We're playing like a team. We're letting Fang take care of the staggering. Or the chaining to the stagger, I guess.
Our tears fall into chaos.
Oh, I used the wrong garb.
Death. No looking back.
I have enough EP to teleport now. Just want to see if there's any more skeleton statues. I have enough EP to grab the item now, actually. Let's try doing that before the day ends. If Chronostasis ends, like, right now, I'm screwed. Fuck! No! Oh well, we'll just get it tomorrow.
Putting wishes in the mouths of the dead, that's pretty low.
Huh?
You can't say what Sarah would want, even if she weren't dead, yet you go making up handy lies. She would have wanted you to do this. No, she wouldn't want you to do that. That's just plain dishonest.
You want me to apologize? Are you saying Sarah wouldn't have wanted me to save Snow from that hell? You told me to do it in the first place.
Sorry, but I'm special, you see? The rules don't apply to me. Anyway, Sarah's not even dead. And I'm not talking about any of that sweet, oh, she's still alive in everyone's heart garbage. You know?
I don't need you to tell me that. I know she's not gone. I know her soul is here with us. I can feel her presence even now.
Isn't that just what you want to believe? How do you know you're not just too scared to face the truth, clinging to some false idea of hope?
Hope is false?
We're a lot weaker than I thought we were, sis.
We did 2 main quests today. Actually, I think we did 3 main quests. We did main quest 5 and 3 and then 2. So we'll be gaining 3 days. Day 4, 8 days till the end. Sweet.
How's life on the surface?
And today's blessing from Bunavelza is Black Mage and White Mage. Rapid Fire and Quick Freeze versus Dispel and Quick Ruin. Increases maximum HP by 5% and magic damage by 10% versus increases magic damage by 10% and maximum ATB by 50. That's pretty nice, except there are 2 locked abilities on it, which means I can only stick 2 things on here. And I'm still pretty happy with my setup. Midnight Mom gives me Fyra with 21 ATB, which is really nice. Plus it has, it starts with max ATB. I thought it gave more, but I guess all the ones I'm wearing do that. Maximum ATB. Oh, all the current ones give me 30. Yeah. The best ones would be Black Mage, which we just got, and Soldier of Peace, which I'm still not 100% on. But Fyra's good. Paladin's giving me heavy guard, which I don't really need as much because the heavy guard I have. So this heavy guard is 11 ATB and 60%. The heavy guard I got from Snow, 54%. I can't say no to that. So what is Paladin gonna turn into then? Can turn into red mage. Or no, black mage. I mean, I guess. Ooh, Mediguard. No, I'm kidding. Like, this is so tempting because it gives so much ATB, but it starts at 0, which is a turnoff. Plus, I'm not like, I wouldn't need Artemis's arrows anyway, so. Quiet Guardian actually is probably better than Paladin because it gives heavy guard, but it also gives innate physical and magic resistance. I can get Vengeance back, but why? So you use Dragon's Blood because you usually do it. Usually, there the ATB spent afterwards, so it usually triggers. Yeah, so what happened, specifically if you missed it, Heavy Guard provides 54% physical resistance. If this consistently does 54, like if the Heavy Guard in Snow's Temple gives 54, I think I'm gonna pick it up at RPG Limit Break for the memes. I didn't even know that it does this. Actually, all right, this is gonna sound loud. Actually, I don't even know what it's gonna look like on the screen. All right, sorry for the loud noises, but where is it? All right. Well, all right. Like, why do you start with 0 ATB? Like, I want to use this. I really want to be able to use this. How strong? So, I mean, so Hunter of the Wild's Heavy Slash is 5.5. Ah, abandoned. I don't want it in that slot. I want this slot. Dragon's Blood's Heavy Slash. Oh, you're gonna force me to actually equip shit here. Is also 5.5. But then I lose Victor Drain. I also lose ATBs. Like, Victor Drain is... Like, I mean, I don't want to say it's OP, but it certainly helps with the whole I'm losing... Victor Drain restores some HP upon defeating an enemy. It doesn't restore that much HP, but it certainly helps level off the whole I'm losing HP as I fight things thing. Dragon's Blood increases damage dealt to enemies when ATB is at 30 or below. How often am I going to be at 30? I mean, obviously Heavy Slash will put me low, and Heavy Slash does 40 ATB so frequently. And it's the same power, so really I could do the same. I could just swap this in. The only issue, though, is that it gives 30 less ATB, which makes it easier to be at 30 or below. I like having high amounts of ATB. You didn't choose some schematas because Lightning was wearing too few clothes. Yeah, it's funny because like some people specifically choose the outfits where Lightning's almost naked. Like, I think, yeah, Watery Chorus is the most revealing. Yeah, I did not choose anything based on looks. I chose based on usefulness of the abilities on the garbs. Speaking of looks, this is a terrible outfit. Too much skin. Like, holy fuck. I'm very displeased with this. I really hate, so like, I know that it's, I mean, it's well known. Like, female game armor tends to be overly sexual. Male armor tends to be very practical, which drives me bonkers. For one, it's blatant sexism. For two, it's not appealing to the gay gamers. The gamers. Anyway. Ah, jeez. I mean, like, this is working. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm doing the whole, it's not broken, so I'm not fixing it thing, which is terrible, but I mean... Also, why do I have... So this should not be Firaga anymore. I don't know why I never changed this back to whatever it was, Blizzara. But furthermore, I don't have Thundara. What happened to Thundara? There, now I have all 4 elements. We have Imperial Deep Protect D Shell, and we want to keep those. Although I've been tending to just be using Heavy Slash for my damage. I sort of feel bad that this, like, I mean, I don't really have a stronger beatdown though, unless I go back to the other garb. But like, so I guess if I'm not going to use Paladin, I could go back to Hunter of the Wild. So Paladin was giving me increased magic resistance by 10% and resistance to status ailments by 20%. That's actually good. That's probably why I haven't been getting debuffed as much. Status ailment resistance is great, but if I put this back to... What was it? Oh, there's Hunter of the Wild. That's not what I was thinking of then. Vengeance. Vengeance's beatdown is good. This is 1.05 versus 0.4, and it's lower ATB. So then I can put the heavy guard here and have 54% resistance. And then, so there goes the heavy slash on this garb. I want Shadow Hunter on this garb then. And then Battle Axe can go here, and this beatdown can turn into the heavy slash that was there. So this gives me Brave Thief. Gives me better stagger power on the garb that has the Fyra with 21 ETB. Shadow Hunter goes on Vengeance. I'm not really happy. I don't want to just give a strength booster because I haven't been using that Blitz. I don't really think it's good enough to be using. Gale Strike is at least an elemental ability that thinks the alternative would be attack. Not attack. That heavy slash is taken. I have a beatdown. I want something with lower ATB. And then, so we have the Strength Booster, we have Chaos's Revenge, we have the ATB Speed Boosting one, and that's the one that matters most for armor there. So this is as good as I can make this garb, without losing these two abilities. So Jump is now on Vengeance. So this could turn into a Strength Boosting thing. Nope, not that one. This one. Like it doesn't really need strength though, because I'm not really. This doesn't. Well, I guess if it staggers, it does damage. But since this is also my guarding garb, I don't want to really put anything on that's going to affect my resistances or HP. So I think this is fine as is. Heavy guard and beatdown. We have a number of deeper techs. This one gives slightly more duration. This one gives critical bravery. Critical bravery is a little more important though. I can always just re-inflict Deep Protect when needed. And then Thundara. We have a level whatever Aurora now. We've got a random Aurora drop. Psst. But why would I use these when I have a level 2? They're both the same, except this does more damage. There you go. Imperil has to stay, Fyra has to stay, Heavy Slash because Battle Axe, Double Cross. I'm still fine with Lich's Rosary, as long as they don't take physical damage in this garb. Item efficacy. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this. Now that I spent about 10 minutes figuring out my garbs, I think I'm gonna end it here because it's 10 o'clock. I can do day 4 tomorrow. I've been streaming for a while doing different things. Hope you enjoyed this stream. I'll be around in the future. Sorry if you were hoping for more content after this.